There is a voice inside every one of us, a voice that pretends to protect us, but in truth, it cages us. It whispers, "You're not ready. You'll embarrass yourself. Who do you think you are?" Most people listen to this voice. They let it control them. They live their lives quietly, waiting for a moment when the fear will disappear, waiting for confidence to arrive as if it were a gift. But confidence does not come before action. It comes after. It is not the reward for waiting. It is the prize for daring. Ethan had carried that voice with him since childhood. At school, he dreamed of raising his hand, but the fear of being wrong silenced him. At work, he had ideas burning in his mind, but he stayed quiet in meetings, nodding while others spoke. In his heart, he longed to be seen, to be heard, but in reality, he was invisible, trapped in the prison of his own hesitation. Yet he had a secret dream. Ethan wanted to speak on stage. He wanted to inspire, to tell stories, to stand under the lights and feel alive. But every time the opportunity appeared, fear crushed his chest. His mouth dried, his knees shook, and his mind screamed, "Not today. You'll fail. Better to stay safe." And so, year after year, he stayed in the shadows, watching others live the life he wished for, while his remained untouched by courage. One evening, everything shifted. Ethan went to a small event in his city. The speaker on stage wasn't perfect. They stumbled over words, dropped their notes, even lost their place mid-sentence. Ethan waited for the audience to laugh, but they didn't. Instead, they encouraged. They clapped. They nodded. They smiled. And Ethan realized something powerful. Confidence wasn't about perfection. Confidence was born the moment someone decided to show up, even with fear, even with flaws. That night, Ethan couldn't sleep. His heart burned with the thought, what if I've been wrong all this time? What if confidence is not what I need before I act, but what I find after I act? A week later, an open mic event came to town. Ethan's chance. He sat in the back, heart racing, palms sweating, planning his escape. But then his name was called. In that instant, he had a choice: to walk away, or to finally face the voice that had ruled him for so long. His legs shook as he walked to the stage. His hand gripped the microphone like a lifeline. Silence filled the room. His voice cracked on the first word. His hands trembled. His thoughts screamed to run. But he stayed. He spoke. His sentences broke. His timing was messy, but he kept going. When he finished, there was silence. Ethan looked down, ready for shame, but then applause. Real applause. Not because he was perfect, but because he was real. Because he had dared. That moment became his turning point. For the first time, he saw the truth. Courage isn't the absence of fear. Courage is walking with fear by your side. Confidence does not meet you before you act. It only meets you when you dare to step forward. Ethan didn't become fearless overnight. Each time he stepped on stage, fear was still there, But now he understood the secret. Fear doesn't vanish. It shrinks when you act anyway. And with every act of courage, his voice grew stronger, his presence more alive. Think about your own life. How many dreams have you delayed, waiting to feel ready? How many times have you silenced yourself because of that cruel inner voice? You do not need to wait for confidence. You need to take the first step, imperfect and trembling. Because the act of beginning is what transforms you. Ethan's story is not just his, it is ours. And the lesson is clear. Do not wait for permission. Do not wait for fear to disappear. It never will. Step forward anyway. Take the stage of your own life, and when you do, you will discover what Ethan discovered. Confidence was never missing. It was inside you, waiting for the moment you dared to act.